Here, Petrushina, bib number 2, she's alongside Tora Berger. 3 there's Vilokina, and always looks so calm, so composed, and really wants to get this one underway. Olga Zaitseva, her teammate, one of the most experienced, 34-year-old now. Zaitseva said she will continue through to the Olympics in Sochi in Russia next February. Well, the 60 best athletes from yesterday lined up and ready to go, leading out or led out by Tora Berger very shortly. She's been through the warm-up. The rifle is zeroed for today. Can she make it 3 in a row here in Oestersund? Tense moments when you're held in the starting pens here. So, ready to set out in 9 seconds. Tora Berger leading with a really good advantage. 10 kilometers, 4 shoots, 20 shots fired. And off she goes. Tora Berger, she has a decent gap behind her. Can she play her own game? Keep calm under pressure when the pack are closing in? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. All the evidence so far is that Tora Berger is as good as and better than she was last season. Petrushina, followed by Vilokina. Zaitseva lining up to start. Zaitseva 24 seconds, she starts out. Andrea Henkel, the world champion from 2008 on these tracks. That's got to give confidence. Gerokova, her best ever performance in 6th place. And Domracheva, my favourite, one of my favourites for today to take the win here. But she must find 38 seconds. Brune, Vitkova, Zina Cocker from Canada, the Canadian starting so well. Horn from Norway has started. Korovina, now a little gap. Bichon, Polka, just starting out. And then the masses, so many athletes, just setting off within a second off each other. And the 30th position is 1 minute 31 behind Tora Berger's time, so it does make for a very stressful, a very busy shooting range. Tora Berger will be coming up to the 800-meter marker very shortly. 33, that's Tina Bachmann for Germany. On the right, 32 just started now. That's Elise Ringen. Wonderful crop of young Norwegians. Just letting the rest of the world know that they're good and they're going to only get better. Well, nearly 2 minutes off racing. Tora Berger from the start line. This has mostly been climbing, just 250 meters flat out of the stadium. Well, there's a clear strategy. Look at the explosion off the left leg there, getting the energy transfer of weight through to the right side. And the camera foreshortening, I think, the athletes behind. I would imagine Tora Berger will have opened up the gap on Petrushina. She has, in fact, it was 17, so a little more. Vilokina. Clear strategy from Tora Berger. Make the rest suffer. She'll suffer too. Let's hope she isn't going to attack into the range too fast. Domracheva, I expected she would move up. Certainly on this split time. It was 38. It's now 36, so the fastest on the track. And she makes it look so easy in green Domracheva. Henkel 31. Started at 27. I think that's good news for Henkel. She just has to play her own game here, not get caught up in the chase. She wants to keep it calm and work on her strength, Henkel, which is her shooting. Bichon, Polka, Grigorin. Well, only 2:30 local time in Sweden, and you can see the lights have to be on, certainly in the shooting range. Just beginning to lose daylight. And we're only in the middle of Sweden. Much farther north, the story is even worse. Now this is a decent recovery segment. Recovery in terms of breathing, and the heart beat or the pulse rate drops down, but you still don't get entirely recovery through the legs, because you need to be working there, as Petrushina showing us, to work all the time. Use the terrain to get maximum energy. Use the legs, although tucked down low so that you reduce the wind drag. This looks like Zaitseva, well balanced on her skis. Now, at 1.6 kilometers, what has Tora Berger managed to do to the rest of the field? I suspect opened up a little further gap. It was 17 to Petrushina. That's only 19.5. Petrushina pulling something back. Vilakina. Well, Vilakina certainly has improved as Zaitseva closes down just a little. And what you have to be concerned about as an athlete in this race is not to go over your safe limit. You can push so hard as a biathlete coming into the range, but there is a limit at which point it's negative on the shooting, which comes up very shortly. Well, you don't want to make mistakes like that. Tora Berger. Sorry, not Tora Berger. Tora's way ahead, beg your pardon. Just looking at my computer there. But nothing lost, really, as long as you don't fall onto your rifle, and that does happen. And your sights can be blocked. And if they do get blocked, you raise your arm up, and one of the range officials are allowed to come and help. Hopefully that's not the case. I think it was Horn who fell down there, losing a couple of seconds. First shoot in the prone position. Tora Berger looking at the flags, reading the wind to see if she needs to make changes. Doesn't look like she's going to make any changes. In her mind, the wind is the same as it was in the zero. Well, how to put the rest of the field in their place once again from Tora Berger. The strategy here from Petrushina is to play her own game. She hasn't got caught up in pushing her tempo of shooting. Well done, great discipline. Probably the same from Vilakina, yep. 5 out of 5. Zaitseva tried a slightly faster option to pull time back, and Henkel, the most experienced here. Wonderful. 5 out of 5. A little slow in getting the rifle on. She's underway now, so Tora Berger. Well, Petrushina pulls, what, 4 seconds back there. Tora Berger did take a little time building her position, losing those precious seconds. Horn, she's cleared down, so the fall certainly hasn't affected her. Sokolova, Czech Republic shooting very well. Zina Cocker, what a pity for Zina. But an opportunity to turn that around next time in. Mäkäräinen. Dombracheva, you may have noticed, has gone through with a perfect shoot. What can Mäkäräinen do? Got the fourth. Great start. So Mäkäräinen has the real chance, the possibility to move up now. Plenty to chase ahead of her. So, how does it look? Tora Berger, after the first shoot, quite comfortable. Wasn't pressurized at all. She played her own game on the range. This is where she lost the 4 seconds. Just in the setup of her position, making sure she didn't take any risks. Well, the 5th shot, that was half of the lead hitting the target, just over half, and it's enough to knock the plate down. The bullet head is only 5 millimeters wide, so she was a little lucky there. Tora Berger, Petrushina second, Vilakina in third. Henkel moved up 1 place into 4th position. Welcome back to Oestersund. Nothing really changed on the track, but plenty has changed on the shooting range. I can tell you the best mover on the range, or getting the perfect 5 out of 5, Kaisa Makarainen. She started 35th. She's now up into 21st. Maybe she's taken another couple of places. I think she probably has. There she is, second place on the right-hand side. I think that's Makarainen. So a great day at the moment. Makarainen from 35th into 18th position, only 119 behind now. So Tora Berger winds her way down towards the stadium. Still got a clear lead. And the lead now is 20.7 ahead of Pedrushina. Vilakina still there with Pedrushina. Domracheva has closed the gap slightly. Domracheva now into fourth. Henkel was in fourth, but Domracheva has passed her. And Brunet, as expected, a clear first 5, maybe even a clear 20 shots. But Brunet from 8th up to 6th. So Tora Berger, and you can just see the light dropping away as the minutes go by. That won't affect your shooting because there's so much wattage of light power on the range. And you do get a good clear sight picture. 19 seconds, Pedrushina skiing, having the ski time of her life. Closing up a little on Tora Berger. Now Tora, she's going to take this bend wide. Yes, I think that's the sensible, the safer route, but it can catch you out. And it did catch Tora Berger ever so slightly in the sprint race. She just touched down, she fell onto her left hip, but straight back up, no real time lost. Vilakina struggling to stay with Pedrushina, taking the inside line. I think Vilakina being very sensible. She doesn't want to at this moment get tied up into pushing too hard, because it puts you under serious risk of missing a target, maybe even 2, and then you really are, from a podium position, almost out of the race by missing 2 at this stage. Tora Berger coming in again. She has the privilege of shooting on range 1. You get the most recovery by skiing into the range as far as you can, down to the right-hand side of the range. Again, she's not going to push the pace of her setup, but Tora Berger does shoot fast once she's got her comfortable alignment. No tension in the body, through the shoulders, through the hips, or through the spine. Very limited wind on this range to affect the fall of the shot. Just